Good morning, class. Our learning objectives for today is, at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to A. Identify the importance of mathematics, B. Determine the nature of mathematics, and C. Construct an essay about the importance of mathematics and relate it into a real-life situation. Class Bidel, please check the attendance and kindly give me the list of the absent after the lesson. Leia, please lead the prayer, and everyone, please rise. Okay, good morning, class. How are you today? Are you all fine? Now, before we start the lesson, I'd like you all to read these words I had prepared. Okay, now, I want you all to remember all those words because they will be encountered later. Okay, our topic for today is all about the nature of mathematics. So, what comes in your mind when you hear the word mathematics? Shreya, please read the definition of mathematics. Okay, now we are getting to know mathematics. So, the nature of mathematics is, it is a study of patterns, which is, example of which is logic patterns, number patterns, geometric patterns, and word patterns. Second, mathematics is an art. Third, mathematics is a language. It is a language because it has propositions and mathematical reasoning. For the propositions, it has a truth value, connective, and bit operations. For the mathematical reasoning, which can either be inductive or deductive. Fourth, mathematics is an act of problem-solving tools. So we are going to solve problems related to the nature of mathematics. And lastly, it is a process of thinking. Where is mathematics? Christopher, please read. Thank you. To be short, mathematics can be seen everywhere. So what is mathematics for? Karil, please read. Thank you, Karel. So, mathematics is all about the numbers, symbols, equations, operations, functions, calculations, abstraction, and devising proofs. Mathematics is done with curiosity, with a penchant for seeking patterns and generalities, with a desire to know the truth, with trial and error. So, who uses mathematics? Jomar, for you, who uses mathematics? Okay, very good, Jomar. So everyone uses mathematics, even scientists. Mathematics is very important in every field. So why is mathematics important to know or to learn? Anyone, can you give me the importance of mathematics? Thank you. Give her a round of applause. So, mathematics is important to know or to learn because it puts order in disorder. It helps us become a better persons. It helps make the world a better place. Now, did you all understand the nature of mathematics and its importance? Can someone give me the summary about our lesson? So, I will give plus 5 points. Okay, great job. Now, To evaluate your understanding about the nature of mathematics and its importance, I want you to get a one whole sheet of paper and answer this question. But before answering the evaluation, I want you to watch these videos for more information.
The nature of mathematics. Mathematics plays such a central role in modern culture. Some basic understanding of the nature of mathematics is a requisite for scientific literacy in the modern world. There are 6 natures of mathematics. One of these is a science of measure. Measurement is an integral part of modern science as well as of engineering, commerce, and daily life. It is an activity that involves interaction with a concrete system with the aim of representing aspects of that system in abstract terms. It often involves the representation of ideal systems. The kilowatt usage of electricity of a household. The temperature in degrees Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. These are examples of a science of measures since it involves measurement. Another nature of mathematics, an intellectual game. These are games of skill that require significant intelligence and cognitive effort. These games may be largely based on a wide or deep knowledge, where the major test is the person's ability to remember and recall. Discovering patterns in mathematics needs patterns of intellectual skills that make one mathematical abstraction a reality. Chess, Scrabble, and games of the general are example of intellectual game. Like board games, mathematics requires visual imagery. Before you make a contemplated move, you have to visualize how the board will look after you make it, and then how it will be changed by your opponent's response, and how it will look after you meet another possible answer. Games and mathematics both require a strong dose of patience, restraint, and concentration. Another nature of mathematics is the art of drawing conclusion. Making sense of this world is a natural characteristic that everyone must develop. Making sense of mathematics using logical thinking is the foundation of reasoning and proof standard. Being able to reason is essential to understanding mathematics. Reasoning is a way to use mathematical knowledge and to generate and solidify new mathematical ideas. There are various examples of mathematical reasoning that will be vital to draw conclusions and make generalizations about those ideas. For example, every time I eat chocolate, irritations appear on my skin. So from this statement, our conclusion is, I am allergic to chocolates. Next example. The chairs in the living room are green. The chairs in the dining room are green. The chairs in the bedroom are green. So our conclusion is, all chairs in the house are green. Another nature of mathematics is a tool subject. In many fields of human activity, mathematics is undeniably a highly powerful instrument of investigation. Mathematics is applied in the engineering, astronomy, architecture, aeronautics, geology, and geodetics. Even the life sciences, biology, psychology, and medicine include numerous fields of investigation which require knowledge of mathematics. In industry and business, an understanding of mathematics will be very helpful to understand interests, yields, amortizations, actuarial problems, production optimizations. Another nature of mathematics is a system of logical procedures. Problem solving is an important component of mathematics. It is more than a vehicle for teaching and reinforcing mathematical knowledge and helping to meet everyday challenges. Problem solving is also a skill which can enhance our logical reasoning. According to George Follia, there is nothing specific to mathematics than the four stages of problem solving. These four stages are: the first one is understanding the problem. The second stage is devising a plan. The third stage is carrying out the plan. And the last stage is looking back. In looking back, you are going to check and interpret your answer. And the last nature of mathematics is an intuitive method. Mathematicians have traditionally regarded intuition as a way of understanding proofs and conceptualizing problems. Proving theorems is not mechanical. Proving theorems does require formal manipulation. Yet, it also requires the use of intuition, the ability to see what is reasonable or not, and the ability to put all this together. So to summarize, the six nature of mathematics are: a science of measures, intellectual games, the art of drawing conclusions, a tool subject, a system of logical procedure, an intuitive method.
How is it real? Is mathematics an entity in its own right? Now, there are two views. Some, which are the dualists, say that sort of mathematics exists and has its own place in the universe, and that we are basically grabbing mathematical equations for discovery. And to a certain extent, that is right. Roger Penrose, in his book, The Emperor's New Mind, not a Christian, but he's a dualist. So in that sense, he believes in abstract reality as well as physical reality. So there are many people who say, well, equations exist, the equation that E equals mc squared existed way before Einstein discovered it. Energy is mass times the speed of light squared. But there are others who say, and I think it's an interesting thought in Christian thinking, Christian philosophers, have rightly said, well, really what's happening is that God is such a brilliant mathematician. And that was said, by the way, by Paul Dirac, who was a very great physicist, but not a Christian. But he said God must be a mathematician of the highest order. Well, we, of course, agree with that. The Christian knows that God is a tremendous intellect. And although I wouldn't go quite as far as saying that E equals mc squared existed as an equation ready for Einstein to discover, nevertheless, it is true that the whole concept of energy being related to mass was in God's thinking when he made the universe. So he understands mathematics. More than that, he basically has made everything logically connected. So that when Einstein came along, and again, not a Christian, great respecter of the fact that there was some sort of mind behind the universe, he got that far. But when he came along and understood the connection between energy and mass, he was, in one sense, discovering what God had already put there. So there is a sense in which we are discovering the mathematics that God has already made.
For our evaluation, I want you to write an essay about the lesson I discussed earlier. So, why is mathematics important to know or to learn? Cite a situation or example, minimum of 100 words. I will only give you 5 minutes to write an essay. And after answering the essay, please submit your papers to me. For the assignment, I want you to research the following. So first, what is vignette? And second, what is synthesis? Thank you everyone for listening. So, goodbye class.